This conference will now be recorded.
We were talking about manual bank reconciliation, and we were also talking about certain assignment or something that I wanted you to do from your side on the electronic BRS or MT940 format. Anybody found this MT940 format or electronic BRS? I think I was supposed to send, I could not send it. I'll send it after class. Anybody found MT940 format and the details of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So this MT940 format bank statement we will complete in the tomorrow. Tomorrow's session we will configure electronic bank statement. Now let me configure one bank statement with one simple example on manual BRS. Okay, I'll take some example like same example I'll take. And let's see the time that we are going to consider for performing this. And today I want everybody to be good at manual bank statement first, and then we'll proceed with electronic bank statement in the tomorrow session. Tomorrow we will complete electronic BRS also. This is what I'm taking. I'll do the configuration from the start. So first thing before you do this, try to understand the bank statement what you have on your Excel sheet. Your bank statement is from July month. Opening balance, we thought that there is no opening balance, zero opening balance. Two check receipts and two transfers, one expense, one income, and the closing balance. According to all the transactions, you've got 30,500 as the closing balance. Make sure when you upload the statement or when you process the bank statement, opening balance, transaction value, and the closing balance will exactly match how it was assumed or how it was there on your bank statement. For which, point number one, you need to remember bank name, in short, bank details. Now, these bank details you are going to create as house bank. And second one is the bank GL accounts. So for the bank details, let's assume that for which bank we have, let me open FS00 DEIN bank accounting access UB access. So let me create another bank altogether. So I'll take 30. HDFC we have, this we have, Access we have. I'll take Citibank. Citibank main account. I'll save this. Make sure your main account is a line item account, not the open item account. Next one, incoming. Whenever you create, this is what you are going to do even in your project. You will copy the existing bank GL account. You will replace the description of it because all the parameters, all the criteria for each and every bank account will remain the same. This 21, I'll make it 31. This must be check incoming. Check incoming should be open item management. Type description, this I'll replace access with city. City check incoming. Next one, check outgoing. Copy this. This will be 32. This will become city. In control data, make sure it is open item management, because all your bank sub accounts must be treated as open item management in order to perform BRS. Incoming. Next, outgoing. This will be 33. This is also open item. City, save this. Next, transfer outgoing. This is 34. Control data, open item management, save it. Okay, these are the bank GL accounts that we have created now. Next, what I will do, I'll take this bank GL accounts. This is city main account, city check incoming account, city check outgoing account. This is transfer incoming, transfer outgoing. We need one expense, we need one revenue related account. Expense, I will be taking bank charges. This will be the expense I'll take. And one income related GL account. I'll put commission receipt. Any income related GL account you can take. I took this commission received as the income account. In short, these are your bank GL accounts that we've created just now. This is one point that you need to make sure all the GL master records are available. Next one, house bank. So based on this, we need to create Citibank as your house bank. Let us create the Citibank as house bank. For that, FI12. From FI12, select your company code, position, DEIN. Pick your company code, click on house bank. Now currently there are 3 house banks which are not related to us now. Let us create a new one. New entries. City is what we are talking about. Let me create with city. Country I'll take as India. Bank key, which is nothing but Swift code or IFSC code, I'll take city 210723. I'm just taking today's date. Telephone and all, I'm not giving anything. Click on create. Bank name Citibank. Region, some region, let's say Delhi. Street, bank street, city, Delhi, branch, Delhi. Okay, you can put the same bank key in the Swift code. Click on continue. The Swift code or bank key I need to copy. Enter. Click on save. Now from the Citibank, I am going to copy this. I'll save. This is your bank key. After this, we need to create the house bank and then the house bank account ID. Let's click on the bank accounts here. Read access only, because it will go to NWBC or the NetWeaver Fury screen. Click on create bank account. Okay. Here, give the opening date. Let me select any one opening date. I'll take last month. Company code DEIN. Enter. And you get your company code description as the account holder name. If the account is opened on any other name, if there is any difference in the account holder name, you can update it. Bank country is India. Bank key is nothing but your SWIFT code. Currency, your bank account is INR operated currency. IBAN we are not using. If you are using it for international payments, then you will get IBAN number. Account number. So I'll take some random account number. I'll copy this. I'll put this. This is account number. Account description. City 353 current account. Next one, account type. This is the current account. Let me pick option number 2, current account. And that's it. Next one, go top, click on house bank account connectivity. Here add a new entry. Company code is DEIN. This is your house bank. This is your house bank account. In short, account ID. I'll put city1 and bank GL account number. Maintain the main account number. This is your main bank account ending with 30. Put this here and click on save. The other information as of now it is not relevant. Let us proceed to save this. Okay, city account has been created. Let us verify if this information is appearing properly on your banking table or not. For that, we need to open T012 and T012K table to verify whether the data is appearing properly or not. I'll go to SE16N, T012, House Bank. Give your company code DEIN. Click on execute. Citibank is what we have created, which is appearing here. So we are good that Citibank is appearing here. Remember, even when you are practicing, it is not about only the configuring. It is also about you are able to verify the data from the table or not. You must remember, if you configure house bank, in which table your house bank configuration will get stored, and from which table you will be able to find out house bank and account ID combination and GL account assigned in the house bank. For that, this is your T012, only the house bank. House bank and account ID mapping is T012K. Open T012K, input your company code DEIN. House bank, we are aware of it, city. Account ID, if you are not aware, if you know only the house bank, that is sufficient, you can execute. It's working slow. Just a second, I'm trying to reconnect to the server. Saying due to range, this is working slower, network fluctuations there. It has come now. Okay. I'll go to SA16N again. T012K. Our company code DEIN. House bank is a city. If I click on execute, this is what the information we are getting. You are able to see the company code, house bank, account ID, bank account number, and the GL account which is assigned. So house bank is configuration is completed, your bank GL master is completed. Next thing what we need to do is we need to make sure that you configure bank reconciliation related config, for which first what we are trying to do, we are trying to do manual BRS. The same manual BRS we will perform with electronic bank reconciliation statement in the next session. For now, let us focus only on the manual bank reconciliation statement. For any of your bank reconciliation, you need to go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, bank accounting, business transactions, payment transactions. Inside the payment, you will find electronic bank statement and manual bank statement. You will find two settings here. First, let us verify the manual bank statement config. Let me open inside. First setting is create and assign business transaction. Second one is define posting key, posting rule for bank statement. Third one, define variant for bank statement. Out of these three, first we need to proceed with the second one, posting key, posting rule for manual bank statement. Let me open this second setting. Chart of account is DEGR. Account symbols, it is asking, let me add a new entry. So as we already discussed, when you create the account symbol, you need to make sure how many GL accounts you are using in your bank reconciliation statement. In short, what are the BRS accounting entries? Based on the BRS accounting entries, you will be able to understand how many GL accounts we are using. For every GL account, one account symbol will be created. For every GL account, one account symbol will be created. In general, what we were doing, we were creating, let's say I'll put account symbol. First one is your, I'll put DEIN, Citibank main, I'll put Citibank, check incoming, Citibank check outgoing, Citibank transfer incoming, and Citibank transfer outgoing. Last one, DEIN Citibank, bank expenses, DEIN Citibank, bank income. Let's say these are the 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 account symbols that we are writing. These account symbols first we need to create in SAP. What I'll do, I'll copy these descriptions first, and then I'll go to SAP. I'll put the description here. Now account symbol is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a 15 character alphanumeric code. So what I will do, I can put any character up to 15 digits, but I need to make sure I create these account symbols in a logical way. Just like that, whatever comes in my mind, we are not supposed to create that way. Create in a logical way so that by looking at the account symbol, you can easily identify this is related to this nature of account. Now, when we configure BRS, we will be making sure that all the account symbols are created commonly for all the banks. Now I'm practicing for a different bank. So I'm going to create a different one, but when you do it in real environment, we are not going to create account symbols bank specific. Whether it is a Citibank, whether it is any other bank, account symbol will represent only whether it is main account, incoming account, or expense income related account. That's it. In short, main account, sub account, P&L account, income expense separate account symbol, for main account separate account symbol, and for sub account all your check, transfer, incoming, outgoing separate account symbol. So what I will do here is this, remember I am creating like this only for the testing purpose so that I can create additional one. But when you're in a project, you will be creating account symbol only one time for all your company codes. This is not company code specific. This is not your bank specific. This is your chart of account specific. If you are having 5 company codes in one chart of account, all the 5 company codes will share the same account symbol. Okay, I'll put something like DEIN. Main I'll take. Next I'll put DEIN. Check incoming. Next DEIN. Check out. DEIN. Transfer incoming. DEIN. Let me not take this also. I don't want to create unnecessary confusion. I'll be taking only 4 digits because tomorrow when we perform electronic bank reconciliation statement, there also you need to follow the same approach. So whatever the approach you follow here, let us follow the same approach there as well. So let's assume that for bank main account, how we are going to identify this. If you want to identify with 5 digit, make sure every account symbol is 5 digit in length. If you are going to identify with a 6 digit, make sure every account symbol is a 6 digit in length. So in that way, I am going to create a fixed account symbol logic based on which I'll be creating account symbol logic for my electronic bank reconciliation also. So here I can simply take del main account, and then I'll put del check incoming, del check outgoing, this is del transfer incoming, del transfer outgoing. I'll put del bank expenses, then I'll put del bank incoming. This is what I'm taking. I'm taking 4 digits as my account symbol. First 4 digits I'm taking as my company name, which is del, and then here I'm taking for main, I took main. For check incoming, I took CKIN. CK I'm representing a check, in I'm representing incoming. Next one CKOU, CK I'm representing check, OU I'm representing outgoing. Similarly TRIN, TROU, transfer incoming, transfer outgoing. Bank expenses, BK I'm representing bank, EX I'm representing expenses. Similarly, bank income, BK I'm representing a bank, IN I'm representing income. Let me save this. Okay, now this is what the sequence I have taken. Let me copy this sequence and I'll put this sequence here. Okay, account symbol, this is what we have created. Next setting, let us save this first. Assign account to account symbol. So here if you see, whatever is already assigned at the chart of account level, which is already coming here. Now we are trying to add additional account symbol, that also we need to add. Click on new entries, account symbol. This is what we have created. Put all the account symbol, just press enter. Everything comes like this. You need to make sure at the GL account, whatever is the description that you have for the account number, whatever you have, make sure you are going to mask it for all the main and sub accounts. When you're talking about masking, you take the 10-digit number. If you reduce this number to your chart of account number, we have seen that it is truncating at the time of GL posting. While posting, the GL account number is getting truncated, so resulting an issue or resulting an error. So it has to be strictly 10 digit. The logic for us is main account, if you see, is ending with 0. For main, I'll put all plus last digit 0, and check incoming 1, check income outgoing 2, transfer 3, transfer 4. So here is check incoming, check outgoing, transfer in, transfer 4. I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we are representing as masking. After that, for the last one, you have no masking. It's a straight GL account. Copy this. If you have the direct GL account, you can directly input the GL number. And the last one, commission received. Copy this commission received. Put this here and proceed to save. Okay, in short, we will be masking only for the main account and sub account. For P&L account, we will be providing the GL account number.
Sir, for transferring, we have to mask 3, sir. Last digit 3.
Yeah, sorry. This is 3. Right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 series we have taken. In short, for main account, sub account, we are doing GL masking. And for the incoming expense, which means for the P&L account, we are not masking. We are directly providing the GL account number completely. Save this. After this, click on create keys for posting rules. Double click on this. Go to new entries. We need to understand how many accounting entries we are writing. If you go to Excel sheet, you will be writing accounting entry like, for main account, there will be no accounting entry because in your BRS, every accounting entry is recorded to the main account. So main account, there will be no separate accounting entry because main account will be part of every accounting entry. For check incoming, there will be one accounting entry, check outgoing, another accounting entry, transfer incoming, another accounting entry, transfer outgoing, another accounting entry, bank charges, separate accounting entry, and commission received, another accounting entry. In short, if you count, you have got 6 accounting entries to be created. What I'll do, I'll copy this 6. I'll put this here. DEIN, city, check in, check out, and all. For this, what I'll put, DC I'll put, D representing Dell, C representing Citibank, and CI check incoming. Next, DC, I'm assuming DC as like Dell and Citi. D representing my company, C representing my bank, Citi. And the last 2 digits check outgoing, I'll take CO. CI check incoming, CO check outgoing. Similarly, DC, TI transfer incoming, Dell Citi transfer outgoing, Dell Citi bank expenses, Dell Citi bank income. So this is it. Clear? You can create the account symbols posting rules the way you want, but make sure you will discuss with your client. They are aligned with the naming conventions that they are using. Accordingly, you will be creating it. Even when you practice, make sure you have a logic. Based on the logic, you proceed to create whatever you want. But make sure you understand why you are creating DCCI, DCCO. Any logic you can adopt, but make sure you are clear with why you are taking those numbers. Click on save. Next one, define posting rules. Let me take this copy. This is your keys for posting rule. Keys for posting rules. And in previous step, we have declared GL account, which is not relevant now. Last one, define posting rule. Add a new entry. Here you have to see based on the accounting entry, you need to write the journal entry. When you talk about accounting entry, the way you write the accounting entry, first you need to understand. When it comes to bank main account, how we are writing the accounting entry. When it comes to bank incoming, bank outgoing, check your bank expenses, bank incomes. For every transaction, how you're writing debit, how you're writing credit. First, you should have basic accounting entry in your mind. Once you have the basic accounting entry, write the accounting entry from accounting point of view. For check incoming, the accounting entry that I put, let's say I put BRS entry here, and then I'll put SAP entry. Okay, I'll put BRS entry, I'll put SAP entry. In BRS entry for this check incoming account, what we will do, bank main debit followed by bank check incoming credit. Is this accounting entry correct? For check incoming, is this accounting entry correct?
Correct,
Can
sir.
somebody confirm?
Yes. Correct.
This is the accounting entry that you're writing from BRS point of view, and the same accounting entry you need to write from the SAP point of view. When I'm talking about SAP point of view, you have to replace the things. According to SAP, according to bank reconciliation statement or EBRS or MBRS in SAP, you're not going to call bank main account as bank main account. Your bank main account is called as this one. So you need to take this, put this. Okay. Now this is debit. Debit is nothing but 40. 40 bank main account, and credit. Credit is your bank check incoming account. This is your bank check incoming account. Copy this. I'll put this here, bank check incoming account. Now, this BRS entry, is this a direct entry or is this a clearing entry? For bank check incoming, whatever the entry you write for BRS, is this main entry or is this a clearing entry? Can somebody confirm? This is a clearing entry.
Clearing.
For clearing entries, you need to remember what when it is a clearing entry. First, you need to understand why it is a clearing entry. This is a clearing entry because one of the account from your BRS entry is already having an open item. One of the account from your BRS entry is having an open item. Currently, if you look at the BRS entry, you are debiting main account, you are crediting check incoming account. Existing open item is sitting in bank main account or bank check incoming account. Where is your existing open item sitting in this? Why we are calling it as clearing entry? That is correct.
Bank check-in.
Right? There is an open item which is already existing in the system which you are trying to reconcile. When you're talking about BRS, you're talking about bank reconciliation. Reconciliation is nothing but verification. You are verifying existing bank entry in the bank incoming account and assuming that based on the bank statement, you finalized that whatever the transaction which is currently updated in the bank incoming account is representing or is appearing on the bank statement. That is where you are going to match bank statement transaction with your bank GL account transaction. Whatever matches, you are going to move this particular transaction from bank sub account to bank main account. In short, your clearing is always with respect to sub accounts, not to the main account. Whenever you look at any BRS entry, blindly remember your clearing is always based on the sub account. From this BRS entry, you have two entries, main account and sub account. Main account is straight away you can identify city main account and all. Sub account is always either incoming or outgoing account. Wherever you have incoming outgoing GL accounts, if you know that there is an existing open item in this which you are trying to clear through BRS, for that particular sub account there will be no posting key. For sub account which you are going to perform the clearing will not have any posting key. The posting key is automatically taken by the system based on the existing open item posting key. In the existing open item, if your bank check incoming is debited, system knows it is currently having a debit 40, I need to take a credit 50. This 50 is automatically considered by the system. You are not going to give. If you give posting key 50, system will not pass the clearing entry. If you put debit credit posting key, it is going to pass a fresh entry. Our intention is not to pass a fresh entry. Our intention is to pass a clearing entry. By passing this entry, you want to remove the existing open item on the bank sub account, for which you should not give any posting key for the bank sub account. If you are giving posting key for bank sub account, this will not become clearing entry, it will become direct entry. In short, this is what the accounting entry you are writing with respect to SAP. 40 del main and then del check incoming account without any posting key. I have not written any 50 here. Similarly, for the check outgoing, for this you need to know what is the check outgoing. Copy check outgoing. I'll put this here. Accounting entry will be bank check outgoing correct. We are writing only BRS entry, right? Bank check outgoing will be debit and bank main will be credit. Is this entry correct? Check outgoing account debit, bank main account credit. Here you need to remember what is the bank check outgoing. This is your check outgoing related account symbol del CKOU. This account you are debiting it. So since this is the GL account which is related to clearing, in short the sub account, we are not supposed to provide any posting key for this. And after that I need to provide a posting key and account number for main account. I'll put this is a credit. Credit will be posting key 50. Is this accounting entry correct from BRS point of view, from SAP point of view?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, third one, transfer incoming. The same thing you need to put. You need to understand it in such a way that you will not have any confusion irrespective of the bank, irrespective of the company code. Third one, transfer incoming. For transfer incoming also it is the same entry like check incoming. Put this, I'll just replace check with
The second
transfer
is main,
incoming.
main bank is 50. I think.
Yeah, sorry. This is 50, correct. Posting is 50 for credit. Third accounting entry will be bank main account debit, transfer incoming account credit. It will be the same accounting entry. Put this and you replace with transfer incoming account symbol. Copy this and come here, replace this. Correct? This is what the accounting entry for the third one. Fourth one, transfer outgoing. This is the same like your check outgoing. Copy this and here also when you write the accounting entry, put the same accounting entry, replace the transfer outgoing related account symbol. Copy this. This is the accounting entry. Is this correct? Since these are all clearing entries, we are ensuring that for the clearing account or for the sub account, there is no posting key maintained. Posting key is updated only for the main account. Next one, your bank expenses related. For bank expense related, what accounting entry you will be writing? You will write bank expense debit, bank main credit. Now, when you write this, this is not a clearing entry, it is a direct entry. Whenever you pass any direct entry, we need to make sure debit credit posting key we will give from our side. Bank expense, this is your bank expense. I'll put this 40 bank expense debit, and then credit will be del main. This is the accounting entry. Since it is a direct posting or direct entry, we are giving posting key for both debit and credit. Last one is your bank income. For bank income, your accounting entry will be bank main account debit and bank income account credit. This will be the accounting entry for it. Same thing, the accounting entry, I'll copy this. Debit will be the bank main account. On the credit side, del BKIN I'll put. Del BKIN, bank incoming. This is what your accounting entry that you need to define in SAP. Is this clear, your BRS accounting entry from accounting point of view? The same accounting entry from SAP point of view. Any confusion here? Reading this accounting entry, reading this accounting entry?
No, sir, but here bank check out, bank transfer outgoing instead of check outgoing, you've written fourth entry, BRS entries. Fourth BRS entries, not SAP. Fourth one.
Right,
That
I
one.
just copied this. This is TRF, correct. TRF. Is it correct now, all the entries?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, is it clear to understand your BRS accounting entry from accounting point of view? The same BRS accounting entry from SAP point of view. You must be in a position to read 40, the other posting key is missing, this is a clearing entry, and here 50 is there, 40 is missing, this is also clearing entry. Make sure you are clear with this, you are not able to get into any confusions, that is most important. Now, let us go inside the configurations. Posting rule. First posting rule that we defined was this one, DCCI. Copy DCCI. If you map everything properly on the Excel sheet, on SAP, this is as simple as like data entry. You don't even need to think what you're doing here. If you map in the Excel sheet thoroughly, properly, blindly you can copy paste in SAP. You don't even have to think about anything what you're doing on SAP. Posting area, this will be a pure bank accounting entry. We are not hitting anything to the customer vendor account. So I'll select bank accounting, posting key. In short, what I will do, if I will just look at this and I'll be passing or I'll be updating this accounting entry. First accounting entry is this one, or I'll put this code here as well. Here also I'll bring this code. For the first one, if you see posting key is 40, I'll put 40, and account symbol is del main, I'll put del main. I can even copy paste, but I'm not copy pasting. Del main. Posting key 50 is not given, and the account symbol is del ckin, del ckin. Document type bank reconciliation ZR. Posting type, this is a clearing entry. Posting key is missing on the credit side, which means this is a clear credit transaction. You go select clear credit GL account. Select this, press enter. When you hit enter, make sure you are not getting any errors and click on right arrow to add the next entry, or you can even click on save. Next one, I'll click on right arrow. DCCI is over DCCO. In this posting area 1, if you look at the posting key, 40 is not there, 50 is there. I'll leave 40 blank, I'll put 50 on the credit side. Account symbol del CKOU, del CKOU, and credit is your del main. Document type is ZR. If you look at the posting keys, debit posting key is blank, credit posting key is updated. If debit posting key is blank, you are clearing debit entry. Look at the posting type. Check if you have anything related to clear debit entry. You have something here, clear debit GL account. Select this, enter, save. Next accounting entry. This is your DCTI posting area 1. Posting key is 40 is there, 50 is missing. I'll put 40, I'll leave 50 blank. Accounting entry del main account debit. Del main account is coming here. Credit del TRIN. I'll put del TRIN. Account or document type ZR. Credit posting key is missing. Posting type will be clear credit entry. Select clear credit entry. Enter. Save this. Go to the next one. Next DCTO. I'll put DCTO here. This is one. For DCTO, posting key 40 is missing, 50 is updated. I'll do the same thing. Debit, I'm not giving any posting key. Credit, I'll put 50. For the debit, you have del TR outgoing. I'll put del TR outgoing. And credit is main account. I'll select del main account. Document type ZR. Posting type, posting key is missing on the debit. So I'll be selecting clear debit transaction. Enter, save this. Next one. DCBE bank expenses 1. For bank expense, I am able to see both the posting keys. 40 is updated, 50 is also updated. I'll put 40 here and I'll also put 50 here. For the 40 del BKEX, I'll put del BKEX, and credit is del main account. I'll put del main here. This is also ZR. Here we are giving both the posting keys. Debit posting key 40 is updated, credit posting key 50 is also updated. Whenever you are giving both the posting keys, this is a direct entry. Either debit or credit is missing, that is your clearing entry. Now if you open the list, posting type, here we are not supposed to select anything related to clear because we are not performing any clearing. It's a direct debit credit entry for which you will have to give this one post to GL account. Post to GL account based on the debit, based on the credit. Save this. And the last one. DCBI, posting area 1. Here also same thing, you have debit posting a key, you have credit posting a key, which represents this is a direct entry. I'll give 40, I'll give 50. In 40, what I have, Dell main account, I'll put Dell main account. In 50, you have Dell BKIN, I'll put Dell BKIN. Enter. Document type will be ZR. Posting type, since you are giving debit credit from your side, make sure this is post to GL account. Enter. Save it. Now this is the configuration which we have done so far. Did this take more than 1 hour or less than 1 hour? Did we take more than 1 hour to configure manual BRS? How long it
Less
took?
than 1 hour, sir.
It took less than 1 hour. Any topic that you consider that are remaining, that are pending from our side to config, everything is the same story. It will not take more than 1 hour or hardly 1.5 hours. Less than 90 minutes you can do the configuration. Do not think too much about your configuration, that this config I'm yet to understand and all. It is very simple. When you do it config on the system, it is very simple, but the complex point is to make sure that you understand what you are doing, why you are doing. If you understand it, the way you configure it, it is very, very simple. Right? When you understand, you are even able to understand the accounting entry. By looking at this, now you are able to understand what is debit, what is credit. Yes, no? Tomorrow in your project, when you want to work on any BRS, or if you have to work on BRS, you're not going to look at this kind of accounting entries. These kind of accounting entries are only offline for you to understand. But when it comes to SAP, you have to play with accounting entry in this manner. So we need to make sure all these points we are adopting, and then you are able to understand, map the accounting entry according to your understanding, convert this according to SAP, and then map it according to SAP. And make sure in this process you are not getting confused anywhere. Until you configure this without any confusion, you need to practice. If it takes 3 times practice, please do 3 times practice. Every time this is not going to take 1 hour. So if you sit for 3 hours, you will be perfect in BRS. Maximum I'm telling. Otherwise, within 1 hour you will be able to complete. If you sit alone and then do it, in 60 minutes you will configure, at the same time you will test it. If you sit alone, there will be no discussion, there will be no time wasting. Now this is completed. Next thing what we need to do, we need to make sure we create the test data to ensure that the entries are posted. For posting the entries, you need additional 2 settings. This mapping will have to be done. Let me save this. Create and assign business transaction. Let me click on new entries. What I'll do, I'll take the transaction here. I'm going to use the same posting rule as my transaction. Copy. And the description also I'll take. This is the description. Okay, same description I took. This is the description. Now from this, what we need to do, we need to put a posting rule assigned to each and everything. These are the posting rules. I'll simply put posting rule. I have given transaction type. This is nothing but internal transaction type. When you are doing manual BRS, Whatever the transaction that you are going to write, this is called your internal transaction. Any 4 digits of your choice you can write. For now, I have written only the posting rule as my transaction type. Description for this I have given, and I need to give the impact of this transaction or impact of this accounting entry on my bank balance. When I pass this accounting entry, which means my check incoming entry, how this is going to affect my bank balance. When you're talking about bank balance, see the impact only from the bank main account. Whether you see the impact from the bank point of view, whether you see the impact from the accounting point of view, it is the same. The only logic that you need to remember is whether your bank balance is increasing or decreasing. If your bank balance increases, put a plus. If your bank balance decreases, put a minus. See the impact from the main account point of view, not from the sub account point of view. In short, your bank balance, if it is increasing, plus. Your bank balance, if it is decreasing, put minus. First one, check incoming. Whenever you receive any check, your bank balance will automatically get increased. If your bank balance increases, you are going to put plus, which means a positive value. Second one, check outgoing. If you issue any check, your bank balance will come down. Your bank balance will get reduced. If any transaction which is reducing the bank balance, put a minus. Put a minus. Negative number. And the next one is transfer incoming. Whenever you receive any payment using a transfer, your bank balance is going to be increased. Put a plus here. Similarly, transfer outgoing. Whenever you initiate any transfer payment, your bank balance will be coming down. Put minus here. Negative number. Bank expenses. Any expense that you incur will reduce the balance. So I'll be putting a minus here. This is a negative value. My bank balance will be reduced. Similarly, bank income. Any income that you receive from the bank, this is going to add your bank balance. Put a plus. Okay. Next, I'll press enter. When I press enter, if you see, there are the two key fields, transaction type, and the plus minus symbol is getting frozen. When this is getting frozen, this represents that these two are key field. Now there may be possibilities your check incoming can contain debit or credit. Why you have plus minus all these points, I'll be explaining tomorrow. When you talk about BRS, slight modifications will be here. In the electronic BRS, same logic but slight fine tuning will be required. There I'll explain in the tomorrow session. But for manual bank reconciliation, this is what you need to do. Now from this, you need to identify what are your transactions which are related to clearing, what are the transactions which are direct postings. For direct postings, you have bank expense, bank income. For this, if I open the interpretation algorithm, I'll put no interpretation. I don't want system to interpret anything because I have clearly mentioned what is to be debited, what is to be credited. So I'm leaving it blank. I'm leaving it blank, or I can even put 1 here. I can put 1, I can leave it blank. It is my wish. I'm giving 1. Interpretation algorithm, I'm giving 1. It does not have any meaning here because you have already defined what is to be debited, what is to be credited. Along with posting key debit account, along with posting key credit account we have given. So there is no point system to interpret anything while posting the entry. This interpretation algorithm is used for identifying the open transaction. Wherever you have clearing entry, you want system to perform clearing based on one particular field. Let me pass one sample entry to make you understand what exactly this clearing, what exactly this algorithm representing here. I'll go to F-04 screen, post with clearing, DEIN, some currency. I'll click on choose open item. When you click on choose open item, when you put any one account number here, there is something called additional selection. Here you're representing, here you're talking about how you want to pick the open item based on what key combination you want to select the open item. Whether you want to select the open item based on the document number, based on the reference, based on the assignment or any other parameter. This is your open item selection criteria. You want to select based on assignment, based on reference, based on document number. These three majorly we will be using. Your interpretation algorithm is representing this radio button. Based on what criteria, based on what parameter you are going to identify the open transaction. I will go based on the assignment at the beginning. Here interpretation algorithm, I'll open. Let me select assignment. You will have different algorithms. Based on the requirement, you can select any one. But we need to make sure we test it thoroughly before you hand it over to the customer. You test with different scenarios and you come to a conclusion that these algorithms are working fine. Presently, I am going ahead with assignment, which is 15. I'll put 15 for everything. Then later on, we will experiment with the different algorithms. I will give assignments on these algorithms. Which algorithm you need to test, how you need to test. Accordingly, you can test and then you can come to know the result, how system is behaving. To avoid the confusion, I am selecting everything with assignment. So which means when system is passing check incoming account, system is going to identify the open item based on algorithm 15, which means based on the assignment number, system is going to perform the matching or clearing. Similarly, check outgoing, transfer incoming, transfer outgoing, your matching or your clearing is based on the assignment field. This is nothing but this option. When you come to post with clearing, process open item, there you are processing the open item based on assignment number. The same thing system is going to perform here. Clear up? I am giving 15. Let me click on save. This setting is also done. If everything is there on your Excel sheet, this is not going to take more than 5 minutes. Come back. And the last one, define variant for manual bank statement. This is not required to be created every time. We have already created one for Dell, DEIN. Select this. Just double click on it. This is what you are able to find. One variant can be used by all your company codes. We need not create this variant for every bank, every company code. It is not like that. Same variant is used by all your company codes. Come back. Now we are good to proceed with this. Now you are good to do the testing. When you do the testing, you need to first look at your config. This is our statement. Opening balance is 0. And you have one more entry, check received. Now when I do this entry, I'm not passing the entry exactly how it is posted in real time. Like you will be receiving check from the customer. I'm not passing any customer invoice. I'm not passing any customer payment. For the testing purpose, I'm straight away posting a debit entry in the bank check receipt account. But when you test it, make sure you create one invoice for a customer. You receive the payment from the customer. After receiving the payment, you do the BRS. So these things I will give you the details as per the assignment that I am going to provide to you. In the same way that I explain, I want you to practice. I want you to test the system. For now, since we are testing the configuration, you can test in any way. Our intention is now to make sure that BRS config is working. When your BRS config is working or not, if this is your intention, do not focus on how you need to bring the accounting entry. Bring the accounting entry which is required for you to perform the testing. Once you make sure that the testing is completed, it is working as expected, at that time you need to do a thorough testing, detailed testing, or the unit testing or the UAT. There you are not going to record like this. There you will be recording the practical business process in the exact sequence. Now let me pass this accounting entries. Okay, now I'm able to see the GL accounts plus this. I'll go to FB50 quickly. Before that, I'll keep one GL report open, FAGLL03. And in this, if I go to 31, check incoming, copy check incoming. If I put this, currently there are no transactions in it because we have not posted anything. It's a fresh bank which is created now. FB50 for posting the transaction. When this is posted, this is on 1st July. I think I will take this also small. This also I'll make it small. This is 20,000. First let me put 010723. This is 010723. Amount is 20,000. And this is check received. The check receipt GL account is what? This is our check incoming GL account 31. And this will be debit. This will become credit. Credit, I can use any GL account. Let me take 151. Okay, insurance premium, whatever, it is fine. What is this? Select a valid function. I'll put profit center. Check incoming, you have to see a debit balance of 20,000. I'll save this. But my mistake, while posting this, we need to make sure, let me go to change document. Check incoming account. In the assignment column, we need to make sure we put the check number. Here we have assumed that this is the check number. I need to take this check number and I need to put this in the assignment column, because in the interpretation algorithm we have given assignment which is 15. System is going to identify this assignment for performing the BRS. Now if I refresh the bank incoming account, it will give you 20,000 debit balance. If you look at the assignment, if we have added this in the layout, this is not added. Let me add the assignment. Assignment is here. Okay, assignment is updated with check number here. When you perform the BRS, system is going to identify, clear this based on the assignment number, in short, the check number. Second entry that you have is check issued to Toshiba, 12,000. For check issue, your accounting entry is 32. I'll go to this posting screen. This is on what date? This is on 1st. Check issue is 32. I'll take 32. Check issue should have a credit balance and the other one will have a debit balance. This is 12,000. I'm taking 12,000 here, 12,000 here. When you do profit center, you take here, save it. Now I'm not verifying the GL account balance for everything. Third one is transfer received for 40,000. Transfer received
Is
is
an
33
agreement,
GL
sir.
account.
Check number we didn't assign.
Yeah, sorry. My mistake again. All these small points we need to consider. If we forget these points, when we do the testing, we will be in trouble. We will not understand why it is not matching. Then you have to come back, edit the document, update all these points. 01. This is this. Next one will be 33. Transfer incoming. Transfer incoming will be debit. The other account will be credit. This is amounting 40,000. This is the UTR number. 40,000. 40,000. Profit center. Profit center. Double click on the first GL account. Sorry, the next line item. Transfer incoming. In the assignment, we need to put the UTR number. Assignment will contain the character limitation. Let me take this. Last number is 223. When I put here, I need to make sure whether you are able to accommodate complete assignment or not. After this, I can still put 4 more characters, which is fine. Okay, enter this, save it. Go back and then post. Next entry is your transfer made. Transfer made is your outgoing 34. It will be 34 and this will be the offsetting account. When you make transfer payment, your bank account will be credit, the other account will be debit. Amount is 17,000. I'll put 17,000 here, 17,000 here. Update the profit center. When you're testing, the way we are testing now, in the exact way you will be testing when you're in any project. Transfer outgoing, you put one UTR number here. Remember, last number is 232. Just to make sure that you are able to accommodate complete number. If the numbers are more, if this particular field is not able to accommodate, then you need to look for another field for performing this matching. Enter. And save this. Fourth entry is also posted. Now bank charges, bank interest received, these two are direct accounting entries which are posted through BRS. So we will not be doing any clearing. If there is no clearing, these two entries are posted directly from the BRS. When you are posting directly from the BRS, you need to make sure certain points. What are these GL accounts for? What is this bank charges? Is this a cost element or a normal account? Let me go to FS00. If it is a cost element, we need to make sure that the cost center, profit center is updated. If it is not a cost element, then you can only update the profit center. But in our variant, we have made sure that the cost center, profit center fields are available. From there, system is going to adopt the profit center, cost center, and it will pass the accounting entry. In electronic bank reconciliation, this will be a tricky part. You need to make sure if there are any cost elements, you need to update the default account assignments like default cost center OKB9 and default profit center FAGL 3KEH. One sec, I think. One sec, it's getting reconnected to the server. Okay, it has come. Our bank charges, okay, this one I'll take 333 all zeros, commission received. Let me verify, go to find, put the GL number. Just want to make sure if this is a cost element or not. This is non-operating, which means not a cost element. Bank charges 461. Display. This is a primary cost, which means it is a cost element. So we need to make sure for bank charges we put cost center, for bank income we put profit center, that is sufficient. Now before we do this, let me verify the bank account balances. FAGLL 03, I think it's already there. I'll go back. I'll give the range from 30 until 35, or until 34 we have taken 34. If I run the balance, if I go down completely, the total account balance you are able to see is 31,000 debit. On your statement also you are able to see the total balance. You should exclude this. The total balance is 31,000 debit because these two entries are not yet posted. So from your sub account, the account balance is 31,000 debit. Once we process the BRS, the sub accounts will show zero balance. This 31,000 should be transferred to main account. How this is going to happen? Let us verify now. Okay, if I look at only the main account, in your main account currently there is no transaction. After processing BRS, if you run the main account, you have to get the balance of 30,500 debit balance. If you get 30,500 debit balance, that is where your main balance is tallying. To perform the BRS, let us open FF67. In FF67, company code, house bank account ID, open the drop down. Our house bank is a city, select city, account ID, select account ID, statement number I'll take 1, say statement date, let me take today's date, posting date also I will take today's date, opening balance as per our account statement it is 0, and even in your main bank account it is 0. You need to make sure your opening balance is always agreeing with your bank main GL account, otherwise you will not be able to map the accounting figures from bank statement and the bank GL account. I'll put 0 as opening balance. Closing balance as per your calculation is 30,500, 30500. Put closing balance 30500. This is the statement. Now what system is going to do? It is going to identify the transaction balance based on the opening closing balance difference. Difference between your bank opening balance, difference between the bank closing balance will become the transaction value or the transaction balance. When I press enter, it is giving a warning message that this is the first number. We are fine with it. Enter. You are able to see at the bottom right, bank value is 30,500. This bank value is nothing but difference between opening and closing balance in the bank statement. For this 30,500, you need to input the detailed transaction list here, which is here. First one is what? Check incoming, check outgoing, transfer incoming, transfer outgoing. So for check incoming, check outgoing, transfer incoming, transfer outgoing, this is what you have created as transaction type. Same posting rule we have created as a transaction type. This transaction type you need to put here. I'll put the transaction type, value date. Let's say I'll put for everything 6th or current day as value date 2107. Copy, paste everywhere. Next one, amount. $20,000, 12,000. I'll put 20,000. I'll put 12,000. 40,000, 17,000. 40,000, 17,000. 800, 300. 800, 300. Now from this I need to put amount in positive negative sign, because when you do the configuration, when we did config in the business transaction, I go to D series, for everything you have given plus minus symbol here, which means when you use this transaction only negative number is allowed, when you use this transaction only positive number is allowed. This is how the system is going to verify. For the first one, check incoming, it's a positive number. Let me try to give a negative number for the check incoming. If I try to put a negative number, let's see what is going to happen. It is giving an error message. For check incoming, you cannot give a negative number. This is why, because in your configuration you have mentioned for this posting key or for this transaction type, your amount should always be a plus. It should be a positive value. Plus means a positive number, minus means a negative number. From here everything is controlled. If you are not clear what you have maintained configuration here, and if you are straight away testing, we will end up getting into unnecessary confusions. So I'll put positive number here because check incoming is always positive number. Now it is telling bank reference field is not filled. I'll fill it later on. This is outgoing. Outgoing is always a negative number. Put minus. Bank reference, it is telling this is transfer incoming, a positive number. Transfer outgoing, put a minus symbol, negative number. Expense is again a negative number because this is going to reduce the bank balance, and this is fine. Now if you see the total of the amount that you have entered against each transaction is also calculated, which is appearing on the entered here. Your entered amount, your bank amount must be equal. Bank amount is the difference between opening and closing balance. Entered amount is the sum of your detailed transaction listing of your bank reconciliation. Now here, whatever you are going to do, you are going to pass two type of entries in BRS. One is direct entry, second one is clearing entry. Whatever you are posting as direct entry, debit credit is provided from our side. System will blindly hit debit credit based on your setting. For the clearing entry, there is no debit credit. You have either given debit posting key or credit. The remaining one you wanted system to identify based on the open item and perform a post with clearing, for which you have selected a interpretation algorithm as 15, which is assignment. What is that assignment that I need to look to perform the clearing? System is expecting in the bank reference field. Whatever you update in the bank reference column, this value will be taken as interpretation algorithm. If your interpretation algorithm is document number, bank reference should represent document number. If your interpretation algorithm is assignment, bank reference should represent assignment. If your interpretation algorithm is reference, make sure your bank reference is representing reference. What I'll put, the first one, 20,000. We took a check number. This is the check number. I'll put this check number. Copy. I'll put this here. Based on this, system is going to identify that existing open item in the assignment field and it will pass the entry. Second one is this. Copy this. Third one is your UTR number or the transaction reference number. Fourth one, if you see here, Now here you will come to know a small observation. If you see the UTR number, I am not able to fill the complete number. It is a 6322 only. Is this 6322? This is not 6322. This is 63223. Here it is 623 only. Here it is 6232. So if you notice here, the last digit is getting truncated. Correct? If I put this, if I take this into a number field, let me verify how many digits it has. If I find out the length for this is 14 characters. And if you go to, what is that, your variant for bank statement, let's go to DEIN BRS. In this bank reference, what is the length of bank reference? It is 13. Correct? Length of bank reference is 13. You cannot input more than 13 characters in the bank reference. So you need to make sure you are going to input the bank reference or UTR number, whatever, up to 13 digits only. Beyond 13 digits, you cannot update in this, and it is not possible for us to edit or increase the length of this bank reference because it is a standard SAP field. We will not be able to edit or modify this particular field. So you have to make sure that your posting is going to happen with 13 digits. According to this, what I need to do, I need to modify my entry. I'll remove the last digit, 322. Let me open the GL report, 32, 34. Let me take this one. Last digit I'm removing it, 322. I'll save it because assignment, your bank reference is not more than 13 characters. Your whatever field you are going to use for the matching cannot be more than 13 digits because the system is not identifying more than 13. You cannot use more than 13 if you are using manual BRS. Last digit I have removed it, and similarly for the other entry, because what we have given is 14 character, I am removing the 14th character. Now if I do a refresh, this is 6322. 6322 is here. Next one is 5623. 5623 is also here. Clear what I did now? Why I removed the 14th character? Any question? Because your bank reference allows only 13 characters. According to that, you cannot match anything beyond 13 characters. So I have restricted my bank reference for the UTR number or transfer number to 13 characters. This is what we have given. And for this, bank reference is not needed. If you want to update anything, I can put, let's say I'll put expense and I'll put income here. Cost center, profit center, you need to make sure you will provide. For expense, you are using a cost element. Make sure you put a cost center DEIN 011001. 011001. And for income, you put profit center DEIN 01. Any question on this statement filling? Is this clear? How test data is created? How did we fill this up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me save this. Now statement is getting saved. In your manual BRS, you need to press save 2 times. First time when you click on save, it will save the statement. Second time when you click on save, it will post the statement. So now we did one statement. You get the message at the bottom, statement or list saved. When you click on save once again, it will post the statement. Now we need to post the statement. According to our setting, the statement is posted in the background as batch input session. If you look at the output here, total is a 6. We have 6 transactions in total, and out of this 6 transactions, FB05 is 4. FB05 is nothing but clearing entry. You are passing 4 clearing documents, and FB01 is 2. FB01 is a direct posting. 2 direct entries, 4 clearing entries are passed. This is what the summary of your bank statement. To process this bank statement, what we need to do? We need to go to SM35. If you go to SM35, you will see a bank session is getting created with your house bank and account ID combination. You need to process that. This is giving you 6 transactions are lined up for posting. Currently, there are no postings, 0 errors, 0 successful messages. Click on this, click on process. Always make sure you select display errors only when you are processing in the real environment. If there are no errors, it will get processed in background. If there are any errors, it will get processed in, if there are errors, it will give you a pop-up that this is the error, you can fix it manually. If there are no errors, it will get processed background without giving any pop-up. Currently, for testing purpose, I am selecting process foreground so that we will understand how system is behaving, how system is doing this. Enter. Now everything is coming on the foreground. This is how the system is filling up the information. Now this is called your OK code. Just keep pressing enter. Cost center from your Excel sheet, from your bank statement, system is picking and updating the cost center here. Enter. Amount. One mistake I have done. I need to make sure that the exchange rate GL accounts are added before I proceed further. Let me do that so that we will not receive any error. OB09 DEGR. We have 4 GL accounts. I'll copy these 3. Our GL account is 31, 32, not this one. Save no. OB09 DEGR 1, 2, 3. I'll copy. The GL number that we are using is this one. 1, 2, all zeros, 31. 31, 32, 33. Now I'll also make 34. This is because we have posted entry on some date, you are clearing it on some other date. So if there are any exchange rate differences, that will trigger the realized loss, realized gain. For that this is used. If this setting is not maintained, you will get an error. If somebody is asking you about any errors that you faced on BRS, this is one of the error you talk. For the bank sub accounts, the exchange rate GL accounts are not maintained. In short, the account determination is not updated. Now let me come back and proceed. Enter. Enter. Now whatever you are able to see here, everything will get processed in the background by the system. Enter. Enter. Okay, now it has come to the second screen where it has taken the debit on this account 300. This is bank income. For bank income, it is taking profit center. All this information we have given while processing bank statement on FF67. You need to focus on this. Only then you will understand how system is processing the entry in backend. If there are any errors, how you need to understand from where the error is coming, how do you need to fix the error. Enter. I'm not doing anything. Everything is happening automatically. I'm just pressing enter on the keyboard. So this is telling item category 3000 not allowed in this one. This is based on the document splitting. The item category that is assigned to this and the item category that is assigned to this are not matching, because of which this error is coming. So what I'll do, I'll keep this aside. I'll park this. I'll see this later on. If I want to ignore this, I'll put /n. If you put /n, this transaction will be ignored. the next transaction will get processed. /n, enter, that error we need to fix. Now it has come to the next transaction. Now here you need to pay attention. This is the clearing entry for 20,000, assignment 765323, which has to be identified and matched off. Enter. It is taking the open item from 31 and ZUNR is your assignment. It is taking assignment field. This value it is updating. Now it has come to the next one, that is processed already. Enter. Just keep pressing enter, it will go to the next screen. If there are any errors, it will pop up. Now it is telling there are no open items found. 226337, it is telling there is no open item found. We need to check 226337. This is also because we did not update this. Check number is not updated. If you see, this is updated at this. This is another error. All these kind of points we need to make sure. 226337. What I will do, I'll update the document. Okay, all these small points also will create problem if you are not focusing on this. Now this is updated. Let me click on enter. This is there on 32. Let me process this manually. I'll go to assignment. I'll pass this 226327. Process open item. It is not finding because the changes were made after we completed this. I will ignore this also. Later on we will do post processing of BRS. Enter. 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 Normally we don't do this. We will click on process background display errors only. System will process everything in background. If there is any error, it will give a pop-up. Now click on session overview. If you see this, from our list, we had total 6 transactions. Out of 6, 2 are errors, 4 are successful. 4 entries were posted, 2 entries are not posted. We need to identify why these 2 are not processed and why only 1 is processed. For one, you are getting an error message of document item category 0400 is not assigned. The 0400 is not assigned, which means whatever the document splitting that you have assigned, that we need to update. Let me go to SPRO. That issue is coming based on the document splitting, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, business transaction, document splitting, document type. ZR is what we are using. For ZR, 0400 is there. Here I am going to use not 0400. Here let me try to use 1010. Okay, clearing transaction. I'll click on save. Enter. I'm just saving this. In real time, if you wanted to use 0400, you need to add that additional missing item category there. And while testing, you will get all these errors. You will fix all the errors. Again, you need to test everything to make sure that it is working fine. Now, once this is processed, what we need to do? Point number 1, you need to go to, there is something called FEBAN, FEBAN. Transaction code is FEBAN, FEBAN. This is the post processing of your bank statement. Once the bank statement is processed, you will be able to verify this statement here. Input your company code DEIN and house bank city, select all line items, click on execute. You get like this, and these are the transactions that were there in it. If I scroll down, it is showing green for everything, but not everything is posted. It is showing green for everything, but not everything is posted. If I select this, if I click on refresh status, it is happening. You are currently on display bank statement. Let me go to FIBAN again. Company code, house bank, only open transaction. It is not showing anything. FIBAN again. Company code, house bank, select all line items, click on process. Now here, if you look at the first one, posting in bank accounting has been made. No posting in subledger accounting, because we are not using subledger accounting, which means you are not using the customer vendor posting. Since the statement has been processed, it has updated everything here. But according to this, if I double click on this one, other properties, DCBE, this is your bank expense. If I open this one, other properties, this is bank income. I think somebody is locking this because it's coming in the display mode. Change status to open. Not this is open. I'll go to change status. Now this is not processed. 800 related entry is not processed. The bank expense or bank income, something was not processed. Let me open this. Which one was not processed? Let me take main account. 800 is there, 300 entry is missing, which is 300. This is the 300. Now I opened this. I'll select this transaction. I'll click on post. No use for the transaction amount. Enter. On account. It is not determining from this. Is this the same that we are using? Next open item, it is this. Open is 0. On account assignment is this. Let me try to post again. 30. Enter. It has come up on the screen. Now I am reprocessing it from FIBAN screen, not from the batch input session. Let's see if that error disappears, whatever the document splitting change that we did now. Enter. Now this entry is processed. You are able to see a document number at the bottom. And one more entry which was pending is your, what was the other entry? 40, 20, 17 is there. We actually have another layout here that I'll tell you how to bring it. 40, 20, 17. 12,000 is missing. Let me see, this 12,000 is not processed. For this 12,000, you keep this as not posted, go to edit, change status to open. Now if I $12,000, this one, double click on this and go to edit, change status to open. Okay, from this what we need to do, open is 12,000, nothing is assigned, on account assignment is not there. And if you go to log, interpretation algorithm 15, clearing transaction using assignment field is used, click on post. The difference is too large for clearing. Okay, it is not proceeding from here. Click on save bank statement. Let me try to post once again. It's not going ahead. It's telling that difference is too large for clearing, which means it is not assigning this. When it is not assigning, 32 is here, and we found that there was some problem while processing this. So what I will do, I will go to settings, if I go to simulate posting, it is telling difference is too large. That is because it is not able to determine that assignment field, whatever is there. In the bank statement, whatever we have put, it is not detecting it because we forgot to update at the beginning. Later on we updated it. Let me verify which is that outstanding transaction, what value we have put here. Go back. I'll take only sub accounts 31 to 34. This is 12,000. Assignment is 226337. From here you are not able to post it, and business area, cost center, assignment, account check number, document number, not this one. What I'll try to do, let me try to reprocess this from the batch input session again. Let me click on process, foreground. Enter 300, this is already processed, but if I do it again, it will duplicate this because it is not going to check, because this is a debit credit entry. I don't want this, I want the second entry. Two three 226337, 226337. Is this the correct number? 226337, correct? Let me go inside. Two two six three three seven. It is telling no open item found. 226337. What date we are processing it and what date it is updated? Is there any space anywhere that I need to verify? No space. Again, I'll put assignment 226337 process open item. It is telling no open item found. 32 it is looking at, but is this 32? This is there in 31. This is there in 31. That is the problem. It is not getting updated. Check incoming is 31. If I put 31 here, it found the account information. If I take this 12,000, 12,000, this represents another mistake we did. The account mapping during the entry posting is gone somewhere wrong. That is where system is not able to identify the right GL account. It is supposed to pick up for check incoming 31, but it is picking 32. Let us verify where we did that mistake. SPRO. And when you do a full cycle testing only, you will come to know what errors are coming, why each error is coming. Business transaction, payment. For check incoming, wrong GL account is getting determined. Assign to account symbol. Check incoming is 31, correct? And posting rules. For this 12,000, what did I put? Let me open FF67 again. Overview this time. To verify the processed bank statement, click on DEIN. Statement number 1. For 12,000, I have put DCCO. Check outgoing I have put. But 12,000, check outgoing. But I posted this 12,000 in check incoming. So our testing while posting, we did some mistake. But let me verify. This is the problem not in the configuration but in our test data. Instead of posting in one account, we posted in some other account. Okay, otherwise what we did was correct. Our config is correct. The test data that we processed is posted in the wrong GL account. Now here if you see, the closing balance on the bank main account is 30,500 and the closing balance as per your statement is also 30,500. Is this clear? Is this matching with your system number?
Yes, sir.
$30,500 and let me minimize this. 30,500 here and 30,500 here. This is your bank main account. You see all the amounts in the same way. 300 positive, you find 300 positive, 800 negative, 12,000 negative, 12,000 negative, 20,000 positive, 17,000 negative, 17,000 negative, and 40,000 positive. And this is overall, we took approximately 2 hours since we are discussing and then doing. When you do it, hardly 60 minutes, or if you get any errors within 90 minutes, you can complete manual BRS without any error with proper understanding. Clear? Any questions on this?
Sir, in manual BRS, we have 200 transactions only we have to enter manually, sir.
Yes, you can actually do a small customization wherein you can upload an Excel sheet in manual BRS also. In FF67, with the help of ABAP, you can do a customization on this screen. Like, just ignore this. Here, instead of entering manually, you can do a small customization with the help of ABAP. The ABAP consultant can add an upload option here. They'll do the customization. They will add an option called upload from the Excel sheet. When you give them the format, like whatever the fields are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with the same fields, and an Excel sheet format will be given to you, and ABAP consultant will do a small customization on the screen. You will find an upload option here. If you click on upload here, you will have to open the Excel sheet which is filled up from your side, and then upload the data through Excel. It gets filled automatically from the Excel sheet. In short, you will have a format containing this information. Fill this information in the Excel sheet, save it on your system, and click on upload. Select that file. Data will get automatically filled up. If it has 1000, it will record all the 1000 entries in one click. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions on this? Make sure you practice this. So don't worry about the topics that you are not aware of and all. If you have seen this BRS, all the other topics which were pending are similar. If you sit for 1.5 hours, it will be over. But do not think from that point of view that completing the configuration. Make sure whatever you have done so far, you are clear with it and you are understanding, so that we will proceed to the next config. Doing the config is a simple thing. My task will be very simplified if I show you only config. But tomorrow you are the one who is going to struggle if I teach you only config. Make sure all the previous topics you practice thoroughly and you are able to execute scenario and full life cycle. Right from the transaction until the reporting, you understand, configure, execute, see the result. Only then you say that, okay, now I am good at BRS or any other topic. Till then, make sure you are not clear. Do not think about anything. Just make sure on all the topics that we have completed, you are confident on it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right then. Let me stop the recording.